Oh, while the government is handing out furloughs left and right, the Department of Veterans Affairs is now mandating overtime to help process the backlog of veterans claims.
And the problem affects veterans nationwide, but even more so here in Virginia. And 10 on your side requested some numbers, and this is what we discovered. There are more than 28,000 claims pending just in Virginia, and the average time to complete those claims is higher than the national average. The Commonwealth also has a higher percentage of claims that have been pending over 125 days. So when a top doctor with the Veterans Health Administration came to town, 10 on your side took the opportunity to ask her about it.
I, Anton Quist.
A ceremony installing new military doctors is where we caught up with Colonel Mary Maniscalco-Thieberg.
At this time, you can't predict your future.
A Norfolk native, Dr. Maniscalco-Thieberg is now Deputy Medical Inspector for the Veterans Health Administration. We asked for her diagnosis of the system that created this backlog of benefits claims.
It is a priority, and they're addressing it. They've hired many people to try to address those things, and I know they're working very hard.
Not hard enough for those at the Disabled American Veterans Office in Norfolk.
It's still a very slow process.
Frank Sutterth lost vision in one eye during Vietnam in '75 and just recently got fully compensated. It took Eric Sellers 2 years to get the government to pay for his training injuries.
We were doing some anti-terrorism hand movements, and when we tested out, I ended up getting crushed under some equipment.
In fairness, Dr. Maniscalco-Thieberg's job is not to cut through paperwork. It's to make sure vets get the best medical care. And for that, she says, there's no wait.
They get plugged into the Veterans Health Administration, almost the day they leave the military. They can come in.
Again, Sellers argues it's not that easy. He now works for the DAV and says veterans of recent wars have 5 years to get treatment, but many don't need it till much later. For instance, those who develop PTSD.
So most of our veterans are not eligible for health care at the VA medical centers.
Sellers says many give up, but he and others who have learned to successfully navigate the system encourage them to come into the DAV, where they are cutting through at least some of that red tape. And Sellers could not say how much faster claims are approved when they're filed through the DAV. The government is also in the process of transferring all those paper files to electronic ones. They hope that will speed things up considerably.